Have you ever asked yourself, what is true love? Is it the thrill of first romance, the sweetness of being cared for, or simply the attachment that makes us fear losing someone? In life, we all long to love and to be loved, yet most of the time, we confuse true love with attachment driven by desire and selfishness. We often hear love portrayed in romantic melodies, fairy tales, or beautiful movie scenes, but if you look deeper, you will realize a profound truth. Not everything that is called love is actually true love. Sometimes, it is merely craving, possession, or even selfishness disguised under sweet words. The Buddha once taught, just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so should one cultivate boundless love towards all beings. That kind of love does not demand, does not possess, but simply wishes for the happiness and safety of the beloved. Therefore, when we speak of true love, we are not only talking about emotions, we are speaking of wisdom and compassion. Today, we will embark on a journey to explore love through the lens of Buddhism, a kind of love that transcends desire, transcends selfishness, and becomes a pure stream that nourishes genuine happiness in our daily lives. We use the word love in many ways. We say we love a person, love our job, love a song, or even love a particular dish. But when it comes to human relationships, especially romantic love, many of us unconsciously confuse true love with attachment driven by desire. A person caught in attachment often thinks, "Why aren't you making me happy?" This phrase may sound like love, but in reality, it reflects demand and ego. On the other hand, someone who truly loves will say, "I wish for your happiness, even if it doesn't include me." This is the essential difference. True love seeks the joy of the other person, while attachment seeks only the satisfaction of oneself. The Buddha taught that clinging, upadana, is the root of suffering. When we love with the intention of holding tightly, controlling, and possessing the other person, we are binding ourselves to a cycle of misery. Imagine tying a cow with a rope. The more you pull, the more the cow struggles to escape, and you are the one who suffers from the tension. But if you let go, you are no longer hurt. In love, if we cling endlessly, we will always be disappointed, because human desires can never be fully satisfied. But when we truly love, we do not over-demand. Instead, we focus on giving, sharing, and blessing the other person. In Buddhism, true love is not just an emotion, it is also a spiritual practice. The four immeasurables, Brahmaviharas, form the foundation of this love. Metta, loving kindness, always wishing for the happiness of the other. Karuna, compassion, the ability to feel and share the suffering of others. Mudita, sympathetic joy, rejoicing in the success and happiness of the other person. Upekkha, equanimity, loving without possessing, maintaining calmness, and letting go when necessary. If a relationship lacks these qualities, it is merely attachment, not true love. Think about the love parents have for their children. When we were young, we cried, made mistakes, and even caused our parents distress. Yet they still embraced us, nurtured us, and sacrificed for us. That is unconditional love, the closest image we have of true love. In contrast, if we love someone only to make them follow our desires, only to bring happiness to us, that is attachment. The difference is like seeing a flower. If you merely like the flower, you will pluck it, but if you truly love the flower, you will water it so that it continues to grow and blossom beautifully. One of the most visible signs of true love is sacrifice. When we truly love someone, we are willing to place their happiness and safety above our personal desires. This does not mean we deny ourselves, but that we naturally have the capacity to live for another person, willingly and without coercion. The Buddha compared love to the love of a mother. A mother may go hungry so that her child can be full. She may lose sleep so that her child can rest peacefully. And she may endure suffering just to ensure her child's well-being. This is not loss, but a profound joy that comes from seeing the beloved safe and happy. In Buddhism, love cannot be separated from wisdom. If there is only emotion without wisdom, love can easily turn blind, leading to suffering. Wisdom allows us to see the impermanent nature of all relationships. People can change, circumstances can shift, and nothing lasts forever. With the understanding of impermanence, we love with deep appreciation but without clinging. We enjoy each moment of love, while also maintaining equanimity when conditions change. This is the difference between loving with craving and loving with wisdom. True love must always be nurtured with mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us to be fully aware of our emotions, speech, and actions within a relationship. When we are mindful, we listen more deeply, we pause before anger takes over, and we choose words that bring peace rather than harm. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "To love someone is not just to say, 'I love you,' but to say, 'I am here for you.'" Mindfulness transforms love into a presence that is real and healing, rather than mere promises or words. When we learn to love correctly, we bring happiness not only to the other person but also to ourselves. A heart that is open and giving always feels light, free, and peaceful. In contrast, love that is driven by selfishness leads to exhaustion from constant demands, anger from disappointment, and suffering from inevitable loss. The Buddha taught, "Hatred is never appeased by hatred in this world. By non-hatred alone is hatred appeased." This is an eternal law. In the same way, only true love can dissolve the pain and sorrow within relationships. Today, many people mistake love for possession. Social media often paints love with romantic pictures and sweet words, yet rarely highlights patience, deep listening, and forgiveness. As a result, many relationships collapse when faced with real challenges, because such love lacks the foundation of compassion and wisdom. In truth, love is not a fleeting spark that ignites and dies out. It is a long journey of cultivation. Like a garden, if it is not nurtured with care and mindfulness, love will wither away. In the Metta Sutta, discourse on loving kindness, the Buddha said, "Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so should one cultivate a boundless heart toward all beings." This teaching affirms that true love is impartial, unconditional, and not confined to romantic relationships. It expands into a universal compassion that embraces all living beings. An essential aspect of love is forgiveness. No one is perfect, and in any relationship, people may hurt one another. Without forgiveness, love will gradually be corroded by anger and resentment. The Buddha taught, "He who forgives is the strongest, for he frees his heart from the chains of hatred." Forgiveness does not mean condoning mistakes, but rather liberating the heart from the burden of resentment. In Buddhism, true love must go hand in hand with the spirit of non-self, anatta. When love revolves around the ego, "This person belongs to me. This person must make me happy," it becomes mere attachment. But when we learn to let go of the self, love becomes vast, tolerant, and far less painful. A selfless love does not say, "I need you to be happy." It says, "I wish for your happiness. And your joy is also my joy." In the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, "From love comes happiness. From craving comes suffering." This short but profound verse reveals that love rooted in kindness brings peace, while love rooted in craving leads to pain. We should ask ourselves, is my relationship built on loving kindness or on craving? This is the measure to determine whether our love will be lasting and peaceful. The first lesson is, true love is about giving, not possessing. When we constantly want to hold on to someone, demanding that they make us happy, it is attachment. But when we wish for their happiness, even if it does not include us, that is genuine love. Love cannot rely on emotion alone. It must be guided by wisdom. Wisdom helps us understand impermanence. People change. Circumstances shift. With this insight, we love without clinging. We cherish the present without fearing the future. Without mindfulness, love easily turns impulsive and hurtful. Mindfulness allows us to listen deeply, choose gentle words, and pause before anger arises. A mindful love becomes a refuge, not a source of suffering. Love cannot last without compassion and forgiveness. When we empathize with the suffering of the other, we do not blame but seek to support. When we forgive, we free both ourselves and the other from the chains of resentment. The final lesson is, true love must embody the spirit of non-self. To love selflessly means not placing the ego above all else, not insisting that the other belongs to us. When we love with an open heart, we feel free, no longer afraid of loss. True love, according to the Buddha, is not about attachment or possession, but a flowing stream of compassion, wisdom, and letting go. It is a kind of love not confined to one person, but expansive enough to embrace all beings. Remember, when we love correctly, we not only bring happiness to others, but also free ourselves from the chains of selfishness and craving. Every small act of care, Every gentle word, every moment of forgiveness is a seed of true love we plant into the world. The Buddha taught, "Let your boundless love pervade the whole world, like the sun that shines without discrimination upon the rich and the poor." When our love becomes this vast, our heart finds peace, and the world around us also becomes more harmonious. So from today, let us love in the way of the Buddha. Love with compassion, love with wisdom, love with equanimity. Let love no longer be a burden, but a boundless source of joy for ourselves and for all beings.